What's up, you guys? It's Vikeejeah, and I am here to review the Becca Influenster VoxBox. Can I tell you how over the moon I am about this? This is Becca's very first time collaborating with Influenster, and your girl was chosen as one of the influencers to give it to you, to give you the full review of this really awesome launch. One of the things that I really love about Becca, and you guys have heard me talk about them on my channel a lot, is that their complexion products include women of color. They include deeper skin toned women, deeper than myself. Because I understand in my medium brown skin privilege that oftentimes when companies say that they have a skin, like they cover every skin tone, that they stop at me. Becca is one of those companies that, look at this model. Becca's one of these companies, and I appreciate you, Becca. I love you, Becca. Shout out. When I saw that Becca was going to collaborate, I got an email from Influenster saying, hey, watch this YouTube video and maybe you can get one of the VoxBoxes from Becca. And I was like, of course I will. So I went to watch the video. They were talking about their new product, and I had actually seen this gorgeous model on the Sephora website advertising this product, which is the First Light Primer Filter. It's an instant complexion refresh. It's basically like evens out your skin tone and also gives luminosity, and you can use it as a base. Obviously it's a primer, and you can also just use it on its own. If your skin doesn't look like mine, you can just go ahead and sweep this on. I totally just like shaded myself. You could totally like just put this on after your moisturizer and walk out the door and you're just beaming. So let me give you a little bit of background on the First Light Primer. The First Light Priming Filter is a skin awakening primer that instantly erases all signs of bad face day to leave your skin feeling fresh, awake, and hydrated. Instantly fixes the appearance of fatigue, dullness, dehydration, puffiness, and fine lines. Now, of those things, I want to say I experience a little bit of dehydration, especially right now during the winter time. Dullness, I think we can all get there if we don't exfoliate enough. And fine lines, I have a little teeny bit of something going on underneath my eyes. The rest of me is absolutely flawless. But yeah, I feel like this can do some things for me. Actually, when I was looking at the product, I'll show it to you guys. There's more than one thing in the box. I'm really freaking excited right now, but I'm trying to keep my composure down because I want to give you guys all the proper information. But just so you know, I'm like gagging. So the product is, you know, very sleek, very Becca. This is how they do. And so yeah, it says Becca First Light Priming Filter, Instant Complexion Refresh, and it has like it has the beautiful, you know, like Becca symbol on the top that you see on their illuminators as well, and their blushes, because I have that too, because I freaking love Becca. So, you know, you get a pump, of course, and this kind of reminds me of another primer that I'm obsessed with from Hourglass. Note the way the, you know, the bottles are styled. Frosted glass, nice metal tops, you know, very sleek, very upscale. So yeah, I went ahead and tried a little bit on my cheeks, like when I first opened the box, because I was just so excited. And you know, it just melts right in. It's not greasy. It gives you a glow, and we're gonna test it out today. I've already done my eyes, as you can see, because I know you're looking at me like, sis, what did I miss? I already did my eye makeup, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this primer on so we can just see it without anything else on it. And then, this is why I'm excited. Not only did they send me the priming filter, they also sent two more gifts, two more goodies, y'all. They sent me the soft Kabuki brush. Let's just get a load of her. Soft Kabuki brush, flat top. And you might be wondering, why would I need this for a primer like this, right? It's not for this primer. It's for this powder. This is the Soft Light Blurring Powder in Golden Hour, and this is meant to finish off your makeup. So You want to continue that luminous glow from underneath your skin. I'm sorry, from underneath your makeup, and then, you know, set it all in and continue that luminosity. So here you go. Beautiful packaging. This is like a centerpiece. This is something, you better not put this in your drawer, okay? This is for the top shelf. This is for, you know, like you see how my powders are like sitting out like that? This is going to literally just sit right on top. So it's a beautiful packaging for sure. But then, you know, you look inside, you got your shaker. I haven't opened it yet, but you got your shaker. It's got like a, they call it golden hour, but I see a tiny bit of a peachy undertone, just a smidgen. So I think that gives it more variety in terms of how many skin tones will be complemented by this powder. And it looks like it's right up my alley as far as undertones and things like that. So I am very excited to use these two products together, but we are going to start with the base primer. Let me just throw some lashes on. I'll be right back. All right, so let's get started, y'all. I'm just gonna do like 2 pumps. You know what, 1.5. Because I'm looking at this quite a bit coming out the first time. I'm gonna take it down my neck as well, because I take my makeup down my neck. Water-based product. Alright. And since it is an illuminator of sorts, and if you use multiple primers, you can just put it where you need it. I already did my brows, so I want to be careful. So as you can see like the purple hue, which is similar to my Hourglass primer, which is also intended to kind of even your complexion. I feel like I should have did a half and half. That would have like really like a side by side. But I feel like that purple does a really good job of combating the claims that they said, like dullness and fine lines and such. You can see the glow already. What do we think, kids? I'm into it. Let's go ahead and put some makeup on, and I'll be right back to talk about the powder. Now, as I'm applying my foundation, I'm not going to show you guys my whole face routine because it's pretty well routine. But while I'm putting this on, I'm noticing the radiance like coming through already. Y'all see that? So I think it's really cool that they have the powder for us oily girls to also be able to rock this. So I'm not really overly concerned. I'm not even going to be out for that long, so it's not a big deal. But I'm going to give you guys like the full tea when I get back from the event so that you can see whether or not this is for oily girls or not, and like what you can do if you are oily to still be able to use it. Okay, all right, I just want to say one more time before I finish putting my makeup on, y'all, the way that these two foundations blended into each other was legit effortless with this primer. And I even think that purple hue underneath is allowing my skin to look more even because I didn't do any color correcting, and it looks really good. Okay, so that's one. I know I keep checking in when I say I'm just gonna do my makeup and come back, but my freaking highlight just blended in so flawlessly, like, and quick. Usually, okay, first of all, I'm using a different brush, but usually it like takes me a while, and I'm just over here like that just glided on. I'm dying. I hope that the powder allows me to wear this all day long, because if it does, I'm legit switching out my primers. Could this replace Hourglass? That's a big one. That's a big deal if it does. All right, you guys, now I have my base on. As you can see, I am legit on that high beams, so I'm gonna go ahead and powder down. I'm gonna take the Becca, and they also have some information about the powder and the brush. So the soft light blurring powder and soft Kabuki brush, A real-life wearable beauty filter. Our new Featherlight Loose Setting Powder acts as a veil to blur imperfections, eliminate shine, and set makeup. This microfine powder is infused with ceramic microspheres that scatter light to blur and perfect your look. It's the perfect last step in your makeup routine and can be applied throughout the day to refresh your base. So that sounds to me like they're anticipating that you may experience some oil peeking through. To apply, tap the powder into the lid of the jar, then use the soft Kabuki brush to buff over your skin. The flat, dense shape of the soft Kabuki collects the perfect amount of product to buff and blend seamlessly for airbrushed yet natural finish. No filter needed. And I'm gonna put that to the test for the gram. What I'm gonna do, actually, since they say this is a finishing powder, is I am going to put on my MAC powder and then bronze my face and finish all that up, contour and everything, and then I am literally going to finish off my makeup with this powder. All right, so I finished the majority of my face, and now it's just my lips are left to do. No highlight today. I was going to put on a little bit of So Hollywood, but nah girl, because I am already glowing. And so I'm going to finish off my look with the soft light blurring powder and the Kabuki brush. They said to tap out some into the lid. I think that's enough to cover my face. Taking the brush, swirling it gently. There you go. Yeah, it instantly mattifies, which is very nice. And I'm taking this over my pores. Not bad, Becca. It feels beautiful. It melts right in. The brush is very soft, but not like ridiculously soft. Not soft to the point where it does nothing for you. Now look at the difference between the bottom half of my face and the top half of my face in terms of shine. Like, you can see where the blur begins. I like this. Now, as far as taking this with you, this is a bit cumbersome to travel with. I think that if they come out with a travel version of this, that would be a great idea. I'm really taking care to hit my T-zone because that's where I'm most oily. So I've hit my entire face and I still have a nice luminosity. Let's see how long this holds up. I am going to finish getting ready for the vision board party that I am attending. And when I get back from that vision board party, I will check back in with you guys and let you know how this powder performed. The event is 2 hours, but it takes me an hour to travel there and back, so it's going to be about a 4-hour window. And if it takes longer, I'll let you know. I don't know if y'all can see that time, but it is 4:08. I left here at 10:02. It has been 6 hours and no touch-ups. Now, I definitely still, I'm a grease ball, flat out. This is greasy. This is oily, for reals. Yes, you will have to use the powder again. So it does indicate on here that you should bring it with you for touch-ups. If you are somebody who is oily, that is absolutely true, obviously. But I am quite poreless as well. So the claims, it did not tell you. They did not tell you that this was going to last you all day. I did not highlight today. I did not add any blush because I wanted to get the full effect. And as you can see, I look like freshly waxed floors after 6 hours. I want to say that the radiance, it just looking kind of radiant and not greasy, lasted for about half that time. So 3 hours in, I would have had to pat down. So is this something that is going to last you all day with no touch-ups? If you are oily, nah girl. Do I think that the claims that they have made, they live up to? Yes. It provides radiance. It helps create a very poreless, flawless, filter-free complexion. I think that this primer is something that I would mix with my Veil Mineral Primer if I wanted some radiance. I think that this performs better than the strobe cream that I was using. For MAC, I like the almost color correcting properties that this has, and I like that purple radiance that it gives my skin, because it doesn't read purple, it just kind of like enhances my undertones. As for the powder, I'm gonna go ahead and put the touch-up aspect to the test right now. I'm right back to square one. Now, I don't know how much longer this is gonna give me, but I do see that it brings me right back to where I was before I left at 10 o'clock. So that's cool. If you have a purse in which you can carry this size powder with you, then cool. You know, I think that this is going to be about like what you consider convenient, what you're willing to do for your makeup. I think that the product does what it says it's supposed to do. It doesn't make any claims that it doesn't live up to. I think that if you're oily, this is going to be something that is about personal preference. I'm a high-end makeup snob, but I do prefer convenience. I would bring something with me to blot, either blotting papers or my Stila blotting compact, or just bring this with me. It really depends on the look that I'm going for that day. And I think that I also want to test the primer in conjunction with other primers, just to see how that works. I also want to test the powder without using this as a primer. So, you know, the jury is still out on whether or not, you know, these products are not for me at the moment. I enjoy the product. I think it makes my pores, girl. Like, that is the biggest thing that I really love about this, is that it's called the soft light blurring powder and the soft light blurring primer. They do that. They absolutely do that. It gives this soft light to your face. It looks diffused and it blurs out your pores. It does that. So for me, I enjoy the products. I think this brush will work perfectly fine with any powder that you have. Beautiful brush. I love the brush. No complaints there. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the price for everything now. The soft light blurring powder right here, this beautiful showpiece right here, is $38. The blur primer is also $38. And the flat top Kabuki brush, the soft Kabuki brush, is $30. So all in all, this is just under $110 for all three pieces. That's right in line with Becca's pricing. So if you're familiar with the Becca brand, this doesn't surprise you. This doesn't seem like some outrageous, like, what y'all doing with that kind of thing. So that being said, I am going to grade this as a B+. I think that it is worth a buy. I really love the powder. Out of all of this, I'd say that personally I would buy these two. If I didn't already have, I would just purchase these two right here. The primer, I'd probably buy a travel size version of this and just mix it in with my other primers. I wouldn't get the full size, just because I'm oily, and it really, I think, doesn't protect my, like, it doesn't hold the oil back the way that my Veil Mineral Primer does. And the Veil Mineral Primer, the Veil Mineral Primer from Hourglass actually, for my skin type, performs better. It doesn't make the same claims, it doesn't do the same thing, but I think that I can get the radiance that I'm after just by using the powder. That being said, I want to thank Becca and Influenster for entrusting me with their new product, with Becca's new product to review. And if you all would enjoy receiving goodies from Influenster and other brands that they collaborate with in order to review, then go ahead and click that link in my description box to sign up and become an Influencer. Go ahead and check out the description box if you want to purchase any of these products. They're all sold separately. So I'm going to have every link for these products in the description box as well on Sephora, because points. I'll also include the Ulta link too, why not, if it's available there. I believe the launch date for this was January 3rd, so these should already be in stores for you. And if you are going to try the products out and you would like to share them with Becca, then you're going to want to hashtag Becca Beauty Blur. It should be right there on the screen for you. And if you want to check out any of my other influencer reviews, I'm going to link a playlist for you right up there. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button so I know that you liked it. And also, don't forget to share this with your friends. I know there's a lot of girls out there who love their Becca, so do let them know about these products. Also, if you are not yet a JeahBae, then you should absolutely be striving for JeahBaedom by clicking the red subscriber button so that it turns gray, and that means you're automatically a JeahBae. JeahBaes are the best baes in YouTube. They're my baes, and that means that we have a lot of fun here. We are a family, and we convene with each other every Tuesday and Saturday of the week. So I'd love to have you here. Also, hey, just a reminder to all of you who watch me on your smartphones to hit the notification button. It's like a little bell next to the subscriber button so that you can be notified via pop-up every time your girl has a new video uploaded. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Mwah.